Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Fatehah. In this video, I'll be presenting a topic on body awareness. So, let's get started. First of all, I will start with the definition. So, body awareness is how conscious and connected you are to your own body. It is also known as kinesthesia or the awareness of the position and movement of body parts in relation to muscles and joints. Basically, this is when a person is aware that they can move their limbs, for example, like their hands or their legs. Generally, the development of the concept of the physical self involves at least three major components, which are body schema, body awareness, and body image. Body awareness can be divided into two parts, which are internal as well as external. For internal, it includes reflective self-awareness, laterality, sensory dominance, body part identification, as well as right-left discrimination. For external, it includes directionality, objects and person, spatial orientation body, for example, body to object, as well as object to objects. In this slide, I will explain about body schema. Body schema refers to the system of sensory motor functions that enable control of the position of body parts in space without conscious awareness of those parts. It is presented at birth, and as the child grows and develops, this so-called diagram of the body homunculus in the sensory and motor area of the brain is modified, in part through the sensory motor experience. For example, active movement, interaction with the environment, and the feedback derived from those interactions the child has undergoes. For example, as the child grows, the brain registers a movement that they learn. As the child undergoes, the movement become automatic without the conscious awareness of those movements. Next is body awareness. Body awareness is defined as the ability to visually discriminate, recognize, and identify labels for various aspects of the body's physical and motor dimensions. Children use the capacity to hold information about their own body in relation to other objects in the world as the foundation for developing effective plans for execution of movement necessary to achieve specific end goals. For example, this is when they know or they understand that they have left and right body parts. For example, right hand, left hand, as well as um, right leg and left leg, including uh, right ear as well as left ear. So, with this understanding, they learn or they can imagine that they can use this hand to throw a ball, for example, or to throw a ball with two hands, or to kick a ball with one leg, for example. As presented in the previous slide, body awareness can be divided into two parts, which are internal as well as external. For internal, a person need to have reflective self-awareness. So, reflective self-awareness is manifested in part in young children ability to recognize themselves in the mirror, to refer themselves by name, and to point to themselves referentially. For example, when they see themselves in the mirror, they can point at the mirror and label that person in the mirror that the person is themselves. Secondly, laterality, it refers to the awareness that the body has two-sided, that the body is separate from space, and that the limbs on each side of the body can move independently of each other. For example, they understand that they have right hand and left hand, and the hand is separated from the space, which means they can move their hands independently. And for sensory dominance, it helps to further define the body, especially the two sides of the body. It manifests in the development of the preferential use of one side of the body. For example, the sensory dominance. Uh, the example of sensory dominance is like left-handed person as well as right-handed person. So they are more dominant. They regularly use their one-sided part. For example, they have more strength on their right hand, for example. Next, body part identification develop at different rates in children and depends in parts on the experience of the child and the emphasis placed on language and learning of the names of body parts. For example, as the child grows, they will learn and understand that they have many body parts and they can identify them. For example, eyes, nose, mouth, as well as hand and leg, etc. And for left-right discrimination is the development of body awareness, adds to the distinction of the two sides of the body and to the body parts on those distinct sides. This is when they understand that they can discriminate that right hand as well as left hand is different. Next one is external. External for external directionality refers to the child ability to identify right, left, and other dimension. For example, top, bottom, front, back, beside an object or beside on objects or other person. This is when they understand that there is a directions of an object or a person. For example, they know that the chair is beside the table or that person is standing behind a cabinet. And next one, spatial awareness. Discuss awareness of the body in relation to object in space and awareness of relationship between or among objects. This divided into two parts, which are body to object, involve the child identifying where the object in relation to himself or herself. For example, they know that the ball is in front of them. This is an example. Next one, objects to object are more complex and involve identifying where one object is in relation to an other object. For example, this is when they understand that there is two object and the direction of the object. For example, uh, there is a ball and the goal is besides or in front of the ball. For example, lastly is body image. So body image refers to the image one has of oneself as a physical entity. It includes the perception that one has of the body's physical or structural characteristics and of one's physical performance abilities. By its nature, body image has an important emotional component that evolves as the child compares himself or herself to others in the environment in terms of both physical and motor performance characteristics. For example, this is when they understand that their body is different from others, whether they have big size or small size, or whether their hair is long or short. And this is when they learn that a person can do something that that person can. For example, a person can have a swimming skill, and for example, like me, I don't have a swimming skill. So basically, that is body awareness. So that's all from me, and thank you for listening.